Think you know everything there is to know about planes? Well, before you answer that, let me ask you one thing. When was the first plane ever flown? I'll give you a moment to answer. Time's up. It was December 17th, 1903. Almost 119 years ago. Since then, planes have undergone numerous technical and design upgrades. And if you think back and piece together how far we've come, you'll be surprised at how many devices, gadgets, systems, and other things that weren't originally intended for planes have made their way into the friendly skies and are now used on planes. Unless you are an aerophile or simply curious about learning more about planes, we've gathered a list of 10 fascinating facts about planes that you may not know. Number 10. A typical Boeing 747 plane has over 240 kilometers of wires installed inside the plane's mainframe design. That's roughly 3,500 pounds of wiring on its own. However, the longest and most complex wiring that can be found in an aircraft is on the double-decker Airbus A380. It's built with approximately 100,000 different wires. If you were to lay them down end to end in a line, the wires would span almost 550 miles. That's roughly the distance between Warsaw and Berlin. Number 9. During the early days of aviation, an airplane's windows were actually square. But when prevalent accidents kept occurring, aero engineers discovered the reason. Squared corners are not efficient when it comes to equally absorbing shock and pressure. A window with rounded edges is much stronger and provides a much better ratio for shock and pressure as compared to the squared-off version. Number 8. If you are in an emergency landing situation, remember this number, 15, because you only get 15 minutes of oxygen. Don't think that's enough time, do you? Well, it does buy enough time for the pilot to take the plane down to a height of 10,000 feet above sea level, where the outside pressure is breathable. Plus, that rapid descent will probably take less than 15 minutes, so you'll have plenty of time. Number 7. Planes can take a hit because planes are designed to take lightning strikes. The electronic components and systems inside the plane are distributed inside a conductive aluminum interior. So if lightning strikes, the lightning bolt's electric charge passes through the plane without interfering with its functionality or damaging the plane. Conversely, in the United States, there hasn't been a lightning-related plane crash since 1967, thanks to improved safety measures. Number 6. The tires of an airplane are inflated to 200 psi. That's 6 times the pressure that's used for a tire on a car. And why do you think that is? It's because plane tires have to withstand an incredible load, especially while landing. The tires have to absorb pressure and force at a speed of up to 170 miles per hour. Number 5. Planes don't have to use both their engines in order to fly. While the thought of an engine failing while you're in the sky might sound terrifying, planes in the modern era are made to land safely, even when they run on just one engine. So if that's the case, why do you think planes have 2 or more engines when they can do the job with just one? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 4. Have you ever noticed those tiny holes in an airplane window and wondered what they're used for? They are there for a reason. They control cabin pressure. In modern times, almost every plane has a 3-pane acrylic-based window. The exterior pane keeps the cabin pressure consistent, while keeping the elements at bay. A tiny hole in the middle pane maintains pressure throughout the cabin. In the event that an exterior panel is compromised, the middle pane serves as a fail-safe option. Last but not least, the inner panel is scratch-resistant, but in an emergency can be broken. Number 3. Have you ever wondered why your phone has an airplane mode? There's a very good reason why. Airplane mode protects the plane from radio signal interference. That might sound a little exaggerated to you, but it's true. Radios in commercial planes are not only for pilots to communicate with ground control, but they're also connected to the sensors of the plane that read the distance to the ground when landing or taking off. Number 2. Chances are you've probably seen hijacking movies where a terrorist opens the plane hatch and threatens to throw someone out. In reality, plane doors cannot open in the middle of a flight because of interior pressure. The interior pressure on a plane ranges from 4 to 14 psi. It's practically impossible to open a door mid-flight unless you have superhuman strength or a superhero on board. And coming in for the final descent, it's number 1. Where do you think the safest place on a plane is? According to Time Magazine's analysis of crash data, the fatality rate for seats in the back third of the plane during a crash was 32%. The middle of the plane was far less safe, with 39%. But if you like living on the edge, head to first class, because the front is marginally safer, with a 38% fatality rate.
This is your captain speaking. Which interesting fact surprised you? Let us know in the comments section below.
And if you liked this video, press the like button located above your seat. And while it cannot be used as a flotation device, you can always subscribe to our channel for more interesting facts. Thanks for flying with me on this fantastic voyage. Have a great day. Bye now.